Behind me is the statue of El Ángel Caído, which means the fallen angel. This actually is a depiction of Lucifer being cast out of heaven as described in Milton's Paradise Lost. It supposedly is the only statue in the entire world dedicated to Satan or to evil. And I can't say that for sure. I've never been inside a Satanist temple. They may have them in there, but definitely this is the only public art dedicated to Satan. For those of you women who like to travel with high heels and platform shoes, remember Madrid is a centuries-old city. That means that a lot of the streets, not all of them, but a lot of them, have bricks and cobblestones on the ground. If you are walking around in platform shoes or high heels, you may break your ankle. Maybe just wear some comfortable walking shoes. Standing in El Parque de Buen Retiro, which means the Park of the Good Retreat. This park was built in the mid to late 1800s in the center of Madrid. It's one of the typical civil parks that are just gorgeous here. Now we're standing, this is beautiful, but just so you know, we're standing in the middle of a bunch of poopy smelling trees. The trees themselves don't smell very good, but they look really good. And so hold your nose, come through this area, and just enjoy the park. So this park, when it was originally set up, before it was a park, it was a garden owned by the Habsburg royalty back in the 1500s. There was a monastery that was located on these grounds, and they moved it to another part of Madrid and created their gardens here. It's beautiful gardens, and it was developed in the 1500s, 1600s, 1700s. It was finally opened to the public in, I believe, the late 1700s or early 1800s. And then in the late 1800s, it was deeded over to the city, to the municipality of Madrid, and it became a public park. So technically the park was created in the late 1800s, but it's been around for many, many years, and a lot of things in Madrid have been around for many, many years. This park has a lot of things. We can't show you everything because there's so much, but it does have a beautiful lake that we're going to show you. It has a statue of Satan falling from heaven based on Milton's Paradise Lost, and it's said to be the only statue in the world of the devil. So it's kind of a fun thing to go see. They also have what they call the Crystal Palace, which is an entirely glass house that was built in the early 1900s for the Philippine exhibition here. And those are all worth seeing. They have a passageway where there are a bunch of statues on both sides. It's the Paseo de Argentina, or the Walk of the Statues is kind of the nickname for it. And the place in general, it's a nice place to just come and relax in the heart of Madrid. This lake behind me, it's one of our favorite features of the park. It was created in around 1630, sometime in the 1630 decade. It was part of a big landscaping renovation of the park. It was considered, the park renovation at that point was considered the last great work of the Spanish Renaissance, and they called it at the time the great art wonder of the world. We're in the Velázquez Palace in the center of the park. This building is maintained by the Reina Sofia Museum, which houses the public art, it basically modern art here in Madrid. And in this particular exhibition, they have a year-round display of free public art. Take advantage of it. There's some incredible public art all over Spain, and especially in Madrid. And as we've mentioned, if you want to go to the Prado in the evenings is free. The Reina Sofia Museum, I don't know. I'll check and I'll let you know when that's free. But definitely take advantage of the public art. And here you've got the Velázquez Palace, and it's open year-round from 10 to 10, and it's free year-round.
And beautiful museum.
And Young says it's a beautiful museum, and she's right.